What's going on, my future line watching victims? But I still see it. It's been years and I still see the line going like that. Imagine you go to a therapist. Fucking therapist would be like, yo, I'm gonna medicate your ass like Georgie. Let me tell you something. I fuck around with the Georgie story, but I know that motherfucker's still out there. And retards, they remember motherfuckers. They remember motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you about a funny story before I get into BENITO. And yes, they didn't have my flavor. And for those that Lou drinks a lot of Gatorade, just because when you have this, sometimes drinking water has like a weird like taste, so you just wanna, so having a flavor kind of helps out. So what can I tell you? Anyway, fuck off, talking about. Oh, remember the retard I beat with the frying pan, which I didn't want to, so disclaimer, I never wanted to take a frying pan to that fucking guy. But the thing was, he was in the corner, he was dancing, and he was fucking just chilling out there, fucking looking at fucking people, and he was keeping his eye on one chick across the room. And obviously when I started talking to her, he was like, huh? That was his woman. So he stopped fucking dancing, started getting angry. You know when they get angry, they start looking down. And all of a sudden that motherfucker charged at me. Anyway, you know the story. Happy birthday to, I fucked them up. And this is like real frying pans. Not that shit made in fucking, you know, whatever. That bendable frying pan. No, this was like, you could cook a grizzly bear on an open fire with this thing. It was making sounds like church bells. Dong, dong, dong. Anyway. Years later, I'm minding my fucking business. Like, fucking so minding my business. I'm talking about years later. I'm a grown man. I'm younger, but I'm a grown man at this point. Not a fucking retard out there beating retards. And all of a sudden, I'm in Herald Square on 34th Street. It's like a mall. It's like a fucked up, dirty, cruddy mall you could get mugged in. The only thing you can buy there is fucking stupid sneakers and a fucking hot dog you shouldn't eat. It's just New York City. We don't got fucking malls here. Anyway. I'm standing by this fucking thing with balloons. Like they made this thing for balloons. It's like multicolored balloons. The transmogrifites would have been like, "This is utopia. It's our rainbow. Look, a unicorn." And all of a sudden, fucking YouTube is gonna love me tonight. All of a sudden, I hear like grunting, like really fucked up. Like I thought that somebody had a fucking dog, that something happened. Like, you know when a dog like chokes on something, like, huh, huh, huh. So I'm looking around like, where the fuck is this dog? And I don't see a dog. All of a sudden, I see a crowd of people grabbing this dude that looks like he's gonna come at me. And I'm just thinking to myself like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? It's not cursing at me. He didn't say, remember me. He didn't do any of that stuff. And I don't cross motherfuckers. So, go devil, I don't cross you either. I'm not that type of person. So I'm just like, ready to start just fucking going at this motherfucker. Until I saw his head. Because they all got that same haircut. It's like the comb to the side. And I saw that face and he was like that again. And he was, this motherfucker remembered me. It must have been, I beat him with a frying pan like 1984, 85. It must have been like 85. Yeah, I fucking clocked him with that fucking pan. Years fucking later, you're talking, it must have been 92, 93, around there. I was, you know, like 21, 22, you know, and I was just in Herald Square because I was with a friend. She was picking up some stuff. I don't know what the fuck she was picking up. Don't even ask me. All of a sudden, this motherfucker decides, they were holding this motherfucker down. And they were like, what's going on? They were fucking petting him, trying to calm him down. And nobody fucking knew. But I remembered this motherfucker. You would tend to remember people you beat up with frying pans. You never forget that face. But anyway, it was funny because eventually somebody there, they remembered me. I mean, I'm kind of a hard person to forget when I'm standing over your family member. Don't fucking get up no fucking more. Fucking when his hand came up, I hit the fucking hand too. They were like, he's the guy. He's the guy. It was like, oh my God. Let me get the fuck out of here. I know that motherfucker's still out there. And that motherfucker's still out there, then Georgie's out there. You know, Georgie probably got better. He got the broad's money. He got some therapy, some new drugs. He's out there. And all of a sudden, and it's funny because Matt Cow always tells me, you're going to run into Georgie, motherfucker. Watch out for Georgie. I could tell him something like, Merry Christmas, motherfucker. He's like, Merry Christmas, but keep an eye out for Georgie. That's his fucking line. It's a joke, but I know I'm going to run into that fucking guy. You don't understand. I fear Georgie. Because that motherfucker is a monster. Like, that motherfucker's impregnable. I mean, like, he had a fucking neck on him. It was like trying to choke a fucking redwood tree. I can't. I'm gonna tell you something funny though. Remember when Mikey put that fucking nun in the fucking grip of death? He ran into that fucking nun one day. Yeah, he wasn't, you know, because remember his girlfriend wanted to be like, I don't know, an apprentice nun or something. So he was keeping away from that church. But, you know, the school next door, Holy Name School, she went there. And one day Mikey was in there. He was waiting for his girlfriend to come out. And Mikey are good people, you know. Benito's a good guy also, but he's a savage. It's either you love that motherfucker or you go, oh shit, this motherfucker's crazy. I'm not getting next to this motherfucker. They were fucking parents that would tell kids when we was little kids, they would tell them, you don't go next to him. You stay away from him. I used to hear it. I'm like, what? I bet he's a good guy. But anyway, that fucking nun snuck up behind fucking Mikey. And she had like some fucking ropes or beads. I don't know what the shit. She had like a rope. She tried to choke Mikey from the back. Mikey said all of a sudden he saw like a rope. I think it was like, you know, those fucking nunchuck beads that all the nurses, not the nurses, the nuns carry. And she fucking grabbed him like to yoke him back. She was a fucking wild one too. You know, I tell you, she punched me in the back of the fucking neck, man. That thing, I've had men fucking hit me, man. And like you could feel it, but that nun, she had like the bony fist, like those, like she really like fucking like she must have thrown hands when she was younger. Like really, she must have asked Jesus for some strength to fucking. Funny thing, Benito's pops, he always used to, he was a tactician and fighting. And one time, he told me I was fighting this fucking guy, and this guy was gonna mangle me. But Benny's father told me, you know, double up on the body when he does with that wild swing. You go under, come over, and when you drop on him, you fucking go down. You fucking bury him to the fucking floor. Let me tell you something. That was one of my fucking signature fucking, I'll fucking send you to the fucking, the like gravity down to the gates of hell. Let me tell you something. I did that shit on fucking Georgie. That motherfucker just looked at me like, dog, I'm gonna rip your... If he could talk, I would be in therapy right now. Because I don't even know what he would sound like. People ask me, what's that sound? That's my shades. They're moving the wind. I clocked fucking him. I didn't want to clock him. But let me tell you something, man. That motherfucker was a monster. If he spoke, I mean, he grunted like, that's fucking scared the shit out of me. For Puerto Ricans, that's like, oh shit, leave that motherfucker alone. I fucking hit him, man. It didn't mean a fucking thing. And anybody who's a real, be real. If you're a man, you've hit motherfuckers and you know that motherfucker in front of you, he ain't going away. Like you're fighting the son of the devil in front of you. I hit that motherfucker and it was like nothing. I came over to drive him down. I didn't even get a reaction from him. Either he was medicated or this motherfucker was Michael Myers. He was big though, like fucking had big fucking feet and everything. His fucking slippers, man, let me tell you something. If I was ever to be put under, what they call that? Hypnosis. Lou, what do you feel? I'm feeling sleepy. What do you fear? Pineapple. And Georgie. Strike a pose. Oh my God. That motherfucker's out there. The rest of America, you motherfuckers are safe. Georgia can't exist no place but America. Right, I mean, in New York City. Take the train at night. I used to always be looking. Motherfucking Georgia could be out here. Like one of the chuds. There's a lot of chuds popping up, man. Not homeless people. I'm cool with homeless people. That's a struggle. I'm talking about chuds. They're motherfuckers that are out there. They've taken over the streets. So if you're in New York walking around, let me tell you something. Watch your back, because crazy motherfuckers are shoving people in the train, doing all kinds of shit. I go out in the nighttime, I'm fucking in ninja mode. I'm ready to fucking twist and break. Or run, because if Georgie comes out, I'm going to be a half a fag. I'm going to break the fuck out. Ain't no tough guy with Georgie. I survived round 1. And that was only because the broad intervened. Georgie! If she didn't say that, fucking Georgie would have fucking manhandled me. And he would have rented out fucking Metcalf. Metcalf would have been his fucking bitch for a month. Anyway. Let me drink some of this death juice for a second. I'll tell you about fucking Benito in the vet. So anyway. Benito. Heart of fucking gold. Heart of gold. Always working an angle. That was just the way he was. But when it came time for his love interest, he always chose the most difficult targets. I don't know, something about him, whatever, but he was just that way. So during a certain time of our life, he fell in love with this next door neighbor. She was beautiful. You know, she really was. She was older, of course, you know. And Benny was like, that's the one. That's it. There's no more. She don't got to go out there and look for nobody. Benny's right here. I'm like, you're so fucking stupid. What's going to be your game that you're going to play on her? So he says, I don't know, but I'm working on it. So one day he's coming out of his apartment. And she's coming out of the apartment also with her cat. It was like this big fucking cat. It was like half fucking wildebeest. It's a big fucking cat. You ever seen those cats that the paws are like that? Anyway, and she's like, oh my God, I gotta go, my cat is sick. So Benny, now he's acting like a fucking concerned veterinarian. Oh my God, what do you mean the cat's sick? like he gives a fuck about the cat. She's like, I don't know, he's been choking. I gotta take him to the vet, but I gotta go to work. So Benny comes on and he says, but I can help you out. Just turn to me. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, what vet are you taking it to? The vet over here? And because I only have one vet over here at that time. It's not like now everything's a vet, you know, pet shop vet, whatever. And she's like, yes. Could you take my cat to the vet? I have an appointment for him. So Benny said, no problem. I'm going that way anyway. He said, I'm going that way anyway. So she said, oh my God, I'll come back this afternoon and I'll pick him up. I just gotta go to work and I can't. So anyway, Bentley, he takes the cat and the cat is like, who the fuck are you handing me over? And the cat's like, it's choking on something. So fucking Benny has this fucking cat. Okay? He's petting it like a supervillain. He fucking goes downstairs. He goes to the block where I'm at. And I see him with this fucking wildebeest of a cat, this big mongoloid cat. And I'm like, Benito, what the fuck is with the cat, man? He's like, no, man. Remember the chick I told you next door? You know, my future wife? This is her cat. This is our cat. It's sick. I'm going to take it to the vet. Now he's calling the cat their cat. So I tell my girlfriend, listen, I'm going to go with Benito to the veterinarian, the pet doctor. That's what I was calling it. So we're walking and he has this fucking cat. And this fucking cat, you can see this cat's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm walking down the street with 2 Puerto Ricans. What the fuck is going on? This cat wasn't prepared for this. Woke up in the morning, he's choking, don't know what he's got going on. He doesn't want to take a vaccine. And all of a sudden he's in Benny's arms. His big fucking Shrek arms. So anyway, We go to the vet, we go inside, and vets are fucking crazy. You got people there with like fucking lizards, cats, fucking hyenas. That's how fucking pet doctors used to be. Everybody in the waiting room. There's a dog there that's like that. He's striking pose. Fucking dog. You're gonna have to fucking do CPR on it. It's fucking crazy. You got the dog with the cones around the neck. And we're waiting there, and I'm like, Benny, but not for nothing, what do you know about cats? He goes, I don't gotta know nothing about this cat. That doctor's gonna fix this cat, and when we go home, we're gonna have mama at home. And I'm just fucking rolling, because I wanna see how this plays out. I didn't participate, but I will watch. So all of a sudden, they call for him and the cat. So he said, I'll be right back. So the lady at the front counter, she's like, okay, just go down the hallway and go into the room. Benny's no problem. I'll take the cat there. Benny goes down the hallway. One problem. I don't know if Benny heard it, Benny heard whatever, what room was she go to, whatever. But Benny went into a room that Benny should have never got into with a cat. It was a fucking room where they had these fucking dogs that had problems. All I can hear from where I'm at, screams, barking, furniture breaking, all kinds of stuff. He went in a room that must have had like 7 fucking dogs loose. Like, you know how vets like, oh my God, there's a dog, let them go, whatever. That was a place, that room was only for dogs. The room down the hall, like the next one, that's where they had the cats and rabbits and shit like that. Benny went into the wrong room with a cat. And them dogs, them motherfuckers went after the cat. And Benny is holding the cat. His back up against the wall. Trying to protect the cat. The cat's fucking on his neck trying to fight back. Benny's kicking fucking dogs. And the fucking one dog, he told me it did like a Bruce Lee move, ninja stuff. It ran up on the wall, bounced off, and grabbed the fucking cat. He said when the cat hit the floor, the cat didn't know who to fight. There was like 50 fucking dogs trying to bite his neck, taking a paw, everything, and Benny's trying to hold the tail. Fucking the cat's like, get off me, motherfucker, get off. I'm fucking fighting for my life here. They fucking killed that cat. They killed that fucking cat. They fucking went bananas on that cat. You had dogs there that have fucking like crazy problems. They fucking murdered that fucking cat. Fucking Benny, I think he even got a bit. No, Benny got scratched by the cat all around here. Because the cat was like freaking the fuck out. And the dog fucking bit Benny on the side of the leg. I couldn't save Benny or the cat. I was trying to, but the door opened in, like it opened into the room and Benny's back was against the wall. So I couldn't push the door open because I would push him towards the fucking melee. This fucking mate, he makes my fucking heart hurt now. Oh my God. If I ever die on fucking on camera here, you know it's because I'm saying one of these fucking stories. Oh, this motherfucker. Fucking cat fought for his fucking life. Benny got fucking bit, scratched. Anyway, when the vet came out, what's going on? Oh my God, what? Fucking Benny's fucking mangled. Benny's bleeding and everything. And he's like, what why did you go into this room? And he's like, what the fuck? This is the room I was told to come in. Because it was like one of those hallways that curves, so you didn't see the back room. So now Benny got a problem. Benny don't got a cat no more. So that love interest is gone. So anyway, I had to take Benny over to St. Luke's Hospital. I'm fucking crying, man. This motherfucker made me cry. My fucking towel is over there. The lady tells him in the front, what do you want us to do with your cat? He's like, that fucking cat is somebody's dinner. What the fuck am I gonna do with him? Call me an ambulance. And what's funny about it was, we actually waited for the ambulance for a long time. I'm like, Benny, come on, I'm not gonna wait for a fucking ambulance. Let's just jump in the cab, take you to the emergency room. Because you got bit by some fucking dog. We didn't know what dog got bit. Like, what dog bit him. We didn't know. So, he had to go to the emergency room. So, by the time we finished up with the emergency room, he needed a couple of stitches here. But he fucking told the lady, do what the fuck you want. The cat's fucking dead. Fuck am I going to do with the cat? He's fucking pissed. He's not pissed for the cat. He's not like, oh my God, my cat. He's fucking pissed because he knows that he's going to have to tell his future was going to be wife that he dropped the cat in the melee of death. What he described, when the cat landed, he didn't know where to go. He was swinging for his life. Then he told me that he was pulling the tail of the cat to pull him away from the jaws of death. The cat was looking at him like, get off my tail. Like, it literally like looked back like, what the fuck are you doing? Fucking cat was fucking ripped apart. Can you fucking imagine some shit like that? Anyway, an emergency room where they're fucking sewing Benny up and they're giving him a couple of shots in his ass. And I'm fucking dying. Literally, my fucking lungs were about to collapse. I felt like I was on fire. You ever have those laughs where you're like that? You get for that extra. You need that extra bit of air before you fucking go into cardiac arrest. That's how I was. Even now, years later, I'm in fucking tears. This motherfucker fucking took that cat in there and fucking set that cat up for destruction. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't even know what they were doing. So many dogs in that room. Anyway, Benny comes back and the lady's waiting by his door. Where's my cat? Where's my cat? I don't understand what happened. And he's like, listen, your cat ran into a room full of dogs. I tried to save him. It was ridiculous. Look how I got hurt trying to save the cat. They had dogs there, violent dogs. I'm not kidding you. He fucking started to say this, but he didn't say that he walked this fucking her baby into the room and fed it to the fucking Wolverines. He was hugging her. He was hugging her like he fought to the end. He was like, oh my God. They fucking ripped that fucking cat to shreds, and all of a sudden he's like, don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll find you another cat. Oh my God. You stupid motherfucker. I was not gonna I fucking forgot about that story. I was actually talking to a brother from another mother, Matt, that is I told Betty, why'd you drop the cat? Why didn't you protect him? He said, when that fucking dog jumped and bounced off the wall and landed on me, he said, fuck it. That cat was, me and him were both fighting for our lives in there. I think that some of the dogs probably thought he still had the cat. Let me tell you, it was fucked up. It was fucked up. That was some fucking wild shit. And me thinking it was just going to be funny. I just wanted to see him come back with the cat. That's all I wanted. That's what I wanted to see. I never in my fucking wildest dreams thought Benny was going to walk into the chamber of death with a fucking cat. It's hilarious. She turned out to be a lesbian. Oh my God, I still remember Betty was gonna make his move, and she's like, no, I don't think you understand. You're a very nice guy, you really are, but I'm into women. And Betty's like, me too. I don't see the problem here. This is before the unicorn stuff. This is before you motherfuckers had the flag. So there was no way of identifying you motherfuckers. This fucking affects my health. He killed the lesbian's cat. You can't even make this shit up. You stupid motherfucker. That was a big fucking cat too, man. I don't know if the dogs got triggered because they thought like, shit, this is like a butterball turkey. I don't know what it was, man. Oh, that fucked me up. That fucked me up. Benny was a fucking trip. Oh, he still is a fucking trip. For you motherfuckers that want to meet him, I just trying to protect them from this nasty world. I got motherfuckers on this trying to get me locked up and shit like that. Get the SEC on Lou and everything. I'm like, oh Jesus, I could imagine Benny. Trust me, Benny will bring the National Guard at us. That's one of the reasons why I'm still fucking crying. That's why when I was here with Mikey fucking fighting Mongoloids in the Bronx, Benny didn't come up. Benny was on probation in Texas. He was on his fucking road rage bullshit. He has a bus. He got into some situation on I-10 between Houston and San Antonio. A road rage with a bus. There's your fucking story right there. He drives a fucking bus like it's a fucking Hyundai. That's it. I can't. I know that tonight I'm gonna be fucking sleeping. I'm gonna wake up laughing with that fucking story. That's the most funniest shit in the world. How Benny dodged that. Those fucking dogs, man, they would have not done anything to a person, but just Benny walked in there with a cat. That's like walking in a room full of alligators and having a chicken on you. Like, what do you think is gonna happen to you? But he didn't know. They were like in these, like, I guess you call them like the kennels. The gates were open. They could come in and out. They were just hanging out. What we're doing, all of a sudden, this motherfucker comes in with a fucking cat. Oh, you know the little bells that people put on cats so you can hear the bell. Ding, 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 ding. When I was trying to open that door, all I was. That bell was being fucking twisted. Oh my god, they fucking had that cat in the jaws of death. It was because that fucking vet was the only one also. I used to take care of pit bulls from the neighborhood. So all of a sudden, the kind of savages he had yoked up dogs. Fucking cat, man. You can't make that shit up. Fucking unbelievable. I think at the end of the day, it's just like, I'll just stay talking about bullshit like this because I'm fucking done. Love you, motherfucker. Molly, I'm fucking catching a heart attack here. Fuck, if you have a cat, don't even tell me that. Fucking ridiculous. I just can't, man. Benny had a python. He had a big fucking python in a big tank, and he used to feed it whatever. And one day we come home, and like, Benny, where's the snake? He's like, in the tank. I said, look at the tank. There's no snake. We're looking around the entire apartment. Where the fuck is the snake? Where is it? He's like, yo, it's not in the apartment anymore. So now this man killer's on the loose in this fucking building. And we're going through the building like, psst, where are you? We're whistling like it's a fucking dog watching it. Where we have bats ready to fuck it up. Oh my god, Benny and Pets. Fucking idiot. He used to put weights on top of the fucking tank, like with a board to keep this monster down. It didn't start like a monster. It was little. It just kept growing. And Benny's like, what am I going to do with it? Put it in Central Park? We found that fucking snake. That motherfucker was going up the stairs. Fucking grabbed it by the fucking neck. You fucking monster. You're going back in the fucking tank. And all of a sudden, there was a lady on the 6th floor. She saw me, Mikey, and Benny taking this giant fucking python down the fucking stairs. And that fucking woman, she saw the devil right there. I couldn't believe it. Fucking Benny's like, I'll feed you to the fucking snake, you fucking bitch, if you open up your fucking mouth. Oh my god. Benny had piranhas. It was fucking Wild Kingdom. I'll talk to you motherfuckers tomorrow. I love you motherfuckers. Enjoy Saturday night. Fucking shit, man.